Welcome to Charts Today. My name's David Linton, and today's edition for Thursday, the 29th of April, comes to you from London. And we see the dollar sank lower yesterday on Federal Reserve comments. So we are just seeing the prices moving below the cloud. Having thought we would find support here, it's now breaking that support. So we're not seeing new lows yet, but the interesting thing is we are seeing a further breakdown on the dollar. This will generate a downside target once this column is finished, but for the moment we are seeing a lurch lower on the dollar. That means the euro is lurching higher at 121, looking stronger there. Sterling sitting at 139.33, so rising against that weaker dollar as well. So that's quite key. And against the euro, sterling sitting at 115, so just back above the short-term cloud, but still has had a pretty poor April against the euro. Looking at Bitcoin, we're sitting at just under $54,000, holding on to short-term bullish there. The S&P 500 index was little changed yesterday, really waiting on those Fed comments, and the Nasdaq also much the same picture. We are seeing a much stronger showing in the markets this morning, though. The futures, the S&P future is up 0.2%, and the Nasdaq future up 1%. So we should see a strong opening for the US market, and that's also reflected in the VIX volatility falling lower there on the short-term chart. The FTSE future is up 0.2%. The DAX in Germany isn't performing as strongly. It's just slightly down. The CAC Quarante is up 0.5%. Looking at Japan, we're up 1/3% overnight. Hong Kong was up 0.8%. The Shanghai Composite also up. India continues to recover despite the virus numbers there. And if we look at the Aussie market, it's holding that $7,000 okay. Taking a look at commodities, we've got a quick look at wheat up 0.65%, so looking strong with lots of upside targets. Corn also looking stronger, up 2%. So really rocketing there. And if we look at gold, we're seeing here we're holding on to that 1770 area. And silver above 26. Copper pushes higher again to a new high. So looking very strong indeed there. And if we look at US 10-year yields, they rose. They fell initially on those comments, but they're actually recovered. Looking at the energy mix this morning, Brent crude pushing higher. So this is now not looking like the lower high as we push higher here, but of course we may still make a lower high. But for the moment, we're bullish. Upside targets still prevail. US nat gas sitting at 294. We were bullish this week on gas. We've got targets to 301, 320. So looking strong there. Coal sitting at 75.10. So it's on the verge of breaking higher, 81.70, 80.40 if we can activate that upside target. Emissions touched €48 yesterday. That was our medium-term target set back in the beginning of March. We've got some mini downside targets, so we're just seeing emissions coming off at the moment. MBP up at 1%, so it's had a very good week, and TTF also breaking higher, so looking strong there. And if we look at German power, sitting at 58.60, was nudging 59.50 yesterday, just ever inching higher, and of course the targets are all in place there as well. And if we have a look at Nordic power, we're up on the quarterly. The CAL is just recovering there, but not looking as good as German power. That quarterly contract just breaking below the cloud, even though we're up this morning. It's in bearish mode. That's it for today. Until tomorrow, happy charting. See you then.